is talking about the early college program, the ECP. And please note that this program starts in the 9th grade. So if you or your child is in the starting the 9th grade, then this is your child will be eligible for it. So on our agenda today, we're going to talk about the AUSD ELAC partnership, talk more about the program description, and also the student benefits. And once again, if you have any questions regarding the early college program, aka ECP, feel free to type it into the Q&A and we will try our best to answer for you. So as a reminder, the AUSD ELAC partnership means that we have the ELAC courses that are taught by the ELAC instructors. And for the most part, the courses are held on campus or virtually. And students commit to taking one course per semester following the program matrix, which Paulina will go over shortly. Students are welcome to take additional courses that are not listed on the program matrix that's within our scheduled classes. And there is a contract that's required so that students and parents are committing to the program. I'm going to move on to Paulina to talk a little bit more about program description.
So here you will see another matrix. What you see is something called an IGETC track, and this is for our ECP program. What that means is so what IGETC stands for is Intersegmental General Education Transfer Curriculum. And in short, it's called IGETC, and it's a series of courses that California community college students may complete to satisfy the lower division general education requirements before transferring to a Cal State University or another college or some majors at some UC campuses. So again, just like the previous matrix that were shown, it's split by grade level. So 9th grade would be Education 1 taken during Get Focused, Stay Focused or FUDER. And it would be CIS 101 in the summer semester. So you will see that the only required classes during 9th grade year are actually for only 2 semesters. So either the fall or spring and then the summer semester.
All right, early college program benefits. Students will earn a high school diploma and meet their lower division college general education courses. Students will be considered special part-time students. Students will be eligible to receive all ELAC services, including access to free tutoring. One of the questions that we had earlier was that the students signed up and they saw tutoring listed on their K-12 form, and that's because free tutoring is offered to all students who enroll in ELAC courses. All the classes are tuition free. That means you don't have to pay for anything, and there's no need to access financial aid. There will be ELAC counselors to help support the students with education plans, and all the classes within the ECP program are transferable to UCs and Cal States. Next slide. And at this time, if you have questions about the ECP program specifically, which students can only join in 9th grade, please submit it to the Q&A at this time. Somebody did ask if they are upperclassmen, can they join ECP? No, you can't join if you're a senior because this program starts in 9th grade. So you can always sign up for any college classes that we're offering that you're interested in. Remember, it's pretty much first come, first served. So you can take it then, but you can't join ECP. So one of the perks of being an ECP is that you do get priority for the ECP classes. So as you've seen in earlier slides, we did have a matrix of courses. So like 9th grade, 10th grade, 11th grade, 12th grade, you take specific classes. And in those classes, since you are a part of the ECP program since the beginning, you will automatically have a spot saved for you. But you, of course, every semester you do have to turn in the paperwork again.
In the next slide, we're going to ask Ms. Janice to kind of go over some common Q&As that we've had in the past.
Okay, number one, how do new students get the application to join ECP program? So later on at the end of the slide, the PowerPoint, and then we will show the link. and to share the link about ECP program. And we will also post a link on our district website. So when you go log on to www.ausd.us/CTE/ on the right-hand side, select Early College Program. There will be a link there for you to sign, for you to complete as an interest. Okay. Number 2, how do they help students get help with their ELAC classes? So student actually, once you enroll, you became an ELAC student and you can use all the resources offered by ELAC, and ELAC offers tutoring. I'm not exactly sure, will they be online tutoring right now during the pandemic, or will they have in-person tutoring? But you can definitely go onto the ELAC website and search for it. And I've seen most of the college professors, actually, they do have the link on their syllabus to let students know where they can get tutoring if they need it. Okay, number 3, how do they monitor their, how do students monitor the grades for the ELAC classes? Also, student will be able to log into the ELAC portal, student information portal, just like our Power School. ELAC has their information portal also. Now, what is difference is like ELAC portal is not going to tell you like Power School, like what you can on Power School, you can actually see what grade you're getting right now, how many assignments that you have turned in. So ELAC student portal will show at the end of the semester grade, your final grade. But what you can do is called the Canvas. On the Canvas, which is more like Google Classroom, but a college level, a college version. So what you do is like whatever assignments that professor has given you, and after you have submitted, and you can actually track it right there. They have a button to say which assignment has the professor has corrected and given you the grade. You can actually see it on the Canvas. Okay. Number 4, what is the attendance policy for ELAC classes? Okay, each instructor will provide a syllabus and explain the attendance policy. Now, remember that once you enroll, they will consider you as a college student, which is like an adult. So the professor is not going to call you, hey, so-and-so, why didn't you come to class? Some of them, we may, we try to reach out to them. Some of the professor, they may reach out to us, and then we'll try to, hey, so-and-so, professor is saying that you haven't been to class. You haven't submitted all these assignments. You haven't logged onto your Canvas to check the assignments. What's going on? Okay, they may choose to do that, but it varies from professor to professor. Okay, number 5, what is the drop or withdrawal process? There's a couple of deadlines, and these deadlines are made up by the college. It's not made up by us. So pay attention to those deadlines. The very first deadline, we usually send a remind text message to let the student know, hey, students, the first deadline is no record on college transcript, period. If you cannot handle it, make sure you drop it by today. After the first deadline, student will get a W if you drop. A W means withdrawal. Too many W's on your college transcript is going to affect your future financial aid. So think it through carefully. How do you drop these classes? You need to, number 1, as a college student, you will have to go online to drop it yourself, but definitely do notify your professor as well as your CTE advisors. We can show you how to do that correctly. Okay, so, but you have to do it because we cannot go in and do it for you. It's very important because we are not ELAC staff. We have no access to their systems. Okay, so only students do. Okay, so this is very important because these grades will be permanently on your college transcripts. Okay. All right, so I think I answered these 6 questions. So if you have additional questions, please do type it in the Q&A. Now, these 3 questions is when we used to have early college program for AA. We no longer offers it. So question number 1 doesn't apply to our current ECP students anymore. Number 2, how does IGETC impact or apply to STEM majors? Now, IGETC, these classes that we selected, they are lower division general education classes. You need those classes in order to graduate from our 4-year universities. So what we're offering, those classes will help students complete some of the lower division general education majors. So by doing so, you're taking one class, per semester, and maybe for some years, maybe that depends on your workload. It's certain your workload is not that heavy, and you can handle another class, then you could take another science class if you want to. But all the classes on the our ECP program, they meet the general education. So it doesn't matter what major you're going to go in, you will probably required to complete those classes before you graduate from universities. Okay, ECP ELAC courses count as college credit only, correct? Yes. Okay.
If there have been some additional questions about ECP, if the student is enrolled in Gap Focus, Day Focus for the fall semester, which is right now, then the students will have the opportunity to enroll in Education 1 for fall semester. They will be hearing from their teachers soon.
Yes.
If a student is enrolled in Exploratory Wheel or Polder 9 currently for the fall semester, this means that they will have the opportunity to enroll in Education 1 spring semester. Polder 9 is a full year course, so that means that students will be reached out to in spring semester. And if you're taking Exploratory Wheel fall semester, that means that in the spring semester, you will be taking Gap Focus, Day Focus. So just keep in mind that if you're interested in taking, being part of the early college program, you will need to fill out the interest list now. So we know you're interested, and be committed to taking Education 1, depending on your class schedule, fall or spring semester. There's also been a question about prerequisites on our scheduled classes. So keep in mind that some classes are meant to be taken in a sequence. So there are some classes that require a prerequisite, and that means that you will need to take that class before you can take the class that you're looking at. The classes are offered throughout the year. So if you don't see a class offer for fall, most likely it will be offered in spring or summer. If you have specific questions about when a class might be offered, please reach out to your CT advisor or myself. Now, if you or your child is interested in participating in the early college program, which starts in the 9th grade, please fill out the interest via the link that you see here. It is tinyurl.com/ECP 2025 interests. By filling out the interest list, you are committing to taking the Education 1 during fall or spring semester whenever that opportunity is presented to you. That also means that you're going to follow by the program matrix that we shared previously and take CIS 101 during the summer. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to myself or the CT advisors. Our contact information is listed here, and we're more than happy to help answer your questions.
Okay, there's a question here. Students already took in Site 1 this summer is the same as Site 41. Site 1 and Site 41 will meet the same category of requirements. So if you have taken Site 1 already, you do not, if you participate in the ECP, you don't have to sign up for Site 41. What day does ECP start? Okay, we can answer. Oh, wow. Looks like we're very
at this
efficient.
point, we've answered 99 questions, and we have the question number 100 if one of the team members can answer that, and we've reached 100. So thank you all for being part of this presentation. Keep in mind that the presentation will be recorded and the presentation slides will be made available within 48 hours on the CTE website, www.ausd.us/CTE/. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us via email. We're happy to answer it for you. And we look forward to talking to you more and meeting your students in person. Your CTE advisors can be found at the College Career Center at each of the high school. So if you're not sure where it is, please ask any of the offices and they will point you to the right direction, the College and Career Center. Thank you all and have a good rest of the night.
Yeah,